The National Broadcasting Society presents This College Life,
where we bring the hot topic prey to the pride.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to This College Life, a new production from the National Broadcasting Society chapter here at UNA. I'm here, Erin McAllister again.
And I'm Kelsey Ray White.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you feel today, Kelsey?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. You sound upset. What's going on?
I don't want to talk about it.
Kelsey.
I don't want to talk about it, Erin.
Kelsey, we need to know, this is a safe place. You can tell us what's wrong here.
I can't tell the people no.
I think they want to know.
You really think so?
I think they do.
Okay. You know how I said that there was a way to get Ed Sheeran to UNA?
Yeah. Didn't we told you guys last week, that there was going to be a way to get Ed here.
And I meant it, right?
Right.
Well,
It was from our hearts.
The deadline expired.
No.
Yeah.
No. When?
February 13th.
Guys, this is so sad. I'm so sorry to everyone.
Oh no.
Man.
I really am upset about it.
Oh man, what are we to do,
We pray.
We just pray. We just pray he can still come, right?
We pray. It was a really good thing. I've dried my tears miraculously.
Miraculously, she feels better now.
Yeah, I feel a little better. I'm still a little upset, but I can't
Well,
cry.
yeah.
The show must go on.
Who wouldn't be?
Right? But Chegg, Chegg, the book distributor, I rent pretty much every textbook that I have from Chegg. They had this thing going where they were bringing Ed to your school, and your music department could win $10,000. And so you would go to Chegg Plus Ed on Google, and you would cast your vote, and whoever got the most votes was going to get Ed to their school. And yeah, it expired the 13th.
Man, guess we just thought we had a little bit longer.
I guess, but Erin, you know what? I'm just thinking out loud here. But maybe
we got enough votes for UNA. That's all we can do. All we can do is hope.
And pray. I'm going to take an emotional break, and we'll be back with you guys in a few seconds.
All right, I'm going to go find Kelsey a tissue, and we'll be back.
I'm sorry. The Aquila Theatre Company presents William Shakespeare's The Tempest, February 17th at 7 p.m. Get your tickets at www.una.edu.
Welcome back with us here at This College Life. Today we just kind of want to talk about some of the issues that we all struggle with being in our 20s. And one thing majorly that we deal with, I think, is figuring out that line between being a kid still and being an adult.
Yeah.
Sometimes that line can be very blurred.
That's just the starting point. It's the point when we have to get past that before we can go anywhere else. And that's really what we kind of want to talk about is, what are we? Are we children? Are we adults? I mean, we would like to think of ourselves as adults, but we're still in school. And I think that's something specific to college students, is that it messes with your mind when you're still going to classes and you're still kind of a subordinate, but you are, supposed to be an adult and out in the world and doing your own thing also at the same time.
Exactly. I mean, we are technically in higher education right now. But since we've been going to school our whole lives, and then society says, keep going to school.
Keep going.
You still feel like you're a kid because that's all you've known.
It's the same thing.
It is.
It's a higher level, like you said, but it's the same thing. You're still getting up, and you may be going in at a different time. You may be leaving at a different time, but you are still expected to go and listen to those above you. I mean, that's the way it is for your whole life. You're not supposed to disrespect people. That's not what I'm saying, but
right.
You know that you are not top dog.
Right.
When you go in.
You still feel like you're not quite there yet. And it's funny because it's almost like we get thrown into this world, and we're still kind of doing the same things that we used to as far as going to school, getting up in the mornings, going to class, living our lives, except for all of a sudden we're on our own having to do it. So we have that responsibility over us, and we feel like we're adults, yet there's still that child is still screaming on the inside of us. Yeah.
Screaming loud.
Screaming so loud.
Screaming very loud. And, you want to work really hard. You need to work really hard. You have people that still haven't grasped that. But You want to be on top, and you want to be as successful as you can be. And at this age, like we're saying, it's just hard to get to that point in your mind.
It is. It's hard to make the transition.
Yeah.
Because we so desperately want to hang on to our childhood, but now we're at a point where we're almost forced to just start making that transition into adulthood. But how do we do that? How do we make it a smooth transition as opposed to a very quick, okay, I just got out of high school. Here I am in college. Okay, I've got to be an adult now. But how do you make that phase smoother? How do you make that?
It shouldn't just be like, you've been thrown out the front door and you're just in this world where you're like, whoa, okay. And even now, even then, it's still I don't know my words.
It's okay. Still, forgive Kelsey today.
I'm sorry, guys. You heard at the front what happened to me. So, have some sympathy here. That's all we're asking
for. We're taking her to therapy. It's all good.
Right. Everything's okay. It's going to work out. Speaking of therapy, that's what I might have been getting there, in my topic.
Right.
Therapy. Having somebody to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Because to make that transition smoother. Definitely.
I think that's a great way for kids in college to get some help in making that transition easier. I think almost everyone could benefit from some sort of a counselor, whether it be even just a friend to talk to or just an adult authority figure to look up to. Everyone I think needs somebody to talk to get through this and to help make that transition smoother.
Oh, yeah. And I know I definitely go out sometimes and I'm like this independent mentality and I'm just ready to roll, and you come to a place, eventually something will smack you down and you'll be like, I need help.
Right. And there's no shame in coming to the conclusion that you need help. There's no shame in that.
No. I always say that. You need help. You need to realize that. You need to get help.
You need to get some help.
Right. Don't go out and tell people that phrase exactly.
No.
But that's why we're here. We graduate May 9th.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, but sometimes I still feel just as lost. Maybe not just as lost, but pretty much as confused as I was when I first came.
Oh, I definitely do. I expected myself 4 years after I started college, to be at a place where, I've got the hang of everything. I know what I want to do. I am an adult now. That's how I thought I would feel. But here I am. I still feel like that little freshman Erin, who's just as lost and still wandering around the wilderness.
Just wants friends and wants to learn.
Just wants to love life.
Yeah. I love life.
But, it's... You have to. You have to get through. But that's one thing that I think I've learned is to be okay with being lost, because I think that that's normal, and it's more normal than people think that it is. We're not crazy for not knowing what we want to do right now. I don't think there's any shame in that.
When people ask you, oh, you graduate May 9th, so what do you want to do with your life? Are you like whipping out like a binder? You're like, this is my 20-year projected plan,
Yeah.
I'm just not like that. That's great. Be prepared, be ready to work for what you want. That's awesome. That's the way you need to go. But what we're saying is it's okay to kind of be like, look, I'm going to do the best I can at what I want to do, and hopefully that turns out well.
Exactly. I just want everybody to know that there's no rush in getting to your goals. Just do everything to the best of your ability. If you feel lost, that's okay. Just be okay with being lost. But you're going to get there. If you just keep looking ahead and striving for what you want to do, you're going to be fine. There's not so much of a rush as society wants us to believe.
Right, and you want to get there in your best form. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
If you rush and if you cut all these corners and everything just so you can get to where you want to be, then you're there and you're not complete. You're not the best person that you could be. Right.
You're not really who you wanted to be,
but you don't know. That brings me to,
You think you know,
but you don't know. Exactly.
Snap, snap.
Truth.
Snaps. All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we want to talk a little bit about the struggles of being in your 20s and looking for a job after college.
And what we found out, right?
Right. What we're discovering now.
So we'll be right back. Hey, Erin.
Hey there, Kelsey.
Oh, what have you got there? Are those miniature chickens?
Oh, they are. They're the chicken minis over at the Chick-fil-A.
No way. I didn't think they served breakfast here.
Yes. It's awesome. Come on down, guys, to the Chick-fil-A on campus. Starting at 7 a.m., breakfast is being served. Be there or be hungry somewhere else.
Hey guys, you're back with Kelsey and Erin, and we are talking about getting a job after you graduate college. And I want to kind of lead with, should we call it a job or should we call it a career? Because if you're going to college, you want a career, right?
Oh, yeah.
You don't just want a job. I don't think you ever should just want a job. Just like, well, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think that we should all be pursuing some sort of a career, or at least, at least that's what I would want. But as far as it just being a job, do we really just want to look for a job, or do we really want to look for something that's more meaningful than that?
That, for your degree.
Right.
I mean, why would you even come? I mean, yeah, it's fun. I get to see you at school, right?
That's a bonus.
We're pals. But, I mean, I'm not going to pay a lot of money to come see you.
No, I mean, we're that didn't hurt at all.
That sounded really bad. I'm sorry. I just mean, I don't pay my tuition to come see you.
Like
right?
I said earlier,
would come here anyway.
We're getting her help, and she's on her way to doing better, guys. She's seeing a therapist. Anyway, no, but you pay money to come to school here, and don't you want to end up being able to work in what you studied? I mean, you don't want to walk out of here with just a job. You want to walk out of here completing what you worked so hard for.
Without a doubt. And part of the decision making is deciding, what do I want to go for in the future? And for a lot of people, student loans, they're just like that ugly little monster that looms over you literally for the rest of your life, Right. So you want to push yourself and you want to go for something that is going to kind of try to kill that monster off.
Exactly. I mean, the quicker the better. So why not shoot for the stars?
Shoot for them.
But
remember that it's okay to be on the ground for a while.
It is.
Right?
Like we said before.
Right. Yeah.
It's okay to be lost in the woods a little bit. But then soon, you'll see the clear within the trees.
You will.
You'll see those stars.
Yeah. Take your time and make your decisions and just, do what you can do to the best of your ability. I think quality is better than quantity.
Could not agree more. Now, something that is tough, though, for people our age is that we do want to get that career once we get out of school. However, a lot of jobs now ask you, I would like to see at least a couple years experience within this exact field or within this exact task. How do we get that? How do we find that experience while we're still in school? How do we even have the time for it? The struggle's real, yo.
It is. It is super real. It is around us all the time, and it is bringing me down.
But we have to overcome it.
I'm back up.
You back up?
I made it. It brought me down for a short time.
Remember what the therapist said today.
I know. But that's true. I was looking for jobs last weekend. I was just, browsing because I had my iPod going, and I was scouting out albums to get my brother for his birthday. I was making sure that nothing was too crazy, that I would probably go to jail over. So I was listening to these full albums, and I had this time, and I was on my computer, and I was just searching Google and just all these websites that have journalism jobs posted, and like 75% of them that I saw wanted like 3 to 5 years professional experience in that field.
Yeah, how do we get that?
We don't have that.
We don't.
We're students.
So I think that there's a real big struggle for kids our age to be able to walk out of here and be taken seriously. We would love to have those experiences, but can people like that and can companies like that really expect us to have that experience right now? I don't think that they can. So how do we overcome that? Do we just have to keep finding internships, or is there another way around it?
That's the question, and I think we may have a possible answer when we come back. On behalf of the UNA chapter of the National Broadcasting Society and Good Day UNA and This College Life, we would like to thank the Florala for allowing us to bombard their website.
Yes, to everyone at the Florala, thank you guys so much. You've been such gracious hosts to us here, and we're just so happy to be a part of what's going on and what you guys contribute to the campus.
Massively thankful. Keep up the good work.
We are back, and we're ready to answer that question that we left you guys hanging with as, how do you get past not having the experience that a job would want you to have before you get the job?
Right. Should you be discouraged and just not even apply?
Or is there a way to overcome that and show them a little bit more about yourself?
I think there's a way to overcome.
There sure is.
Let's dig deeper.
All right, here we go. Now, one thing that you can do, of course, is find internships related to the job.
Super important.
Oh, yeah. Because, internships, you might not get paid for them, but it's still a great, great asset to have because they will see that you at least have some knowledge of the job that they need you to do and perform. So just seeing even just a little bit of internship experience goes a whole long way.
And it doesn't even have to be labeled technically as an internship experience. You know what I'm saying? You can find something on your own and be like, ooh, this is relevant. And you can put that on a resume.
Right. Even if it's not an internship, like you said, you could even just do your own outside work somehow related to that job and just show that you have some sort of experience doing what you would need to be doing with the job.
And that's with anything. No, whether you're going to be a nurse, a teacher, a scientist, a journalist, I mean, you name them all, an artist, everything. You need to know your field, and you need to know what's going on there, and you need to know how you can contribute.
Exactly. Now, another way, if you don't want to go the internship route, is just shadow someone. Even just going and
just ghost their butt.
Observe. Yeah. Be behind them. It might be a little creepy. They might not know you're behind them sometimes.
You probably need to let them know that you're going to shadow them.
Yeah, let them know. Don't be sneaky.
I mean, yeah, don't try to pull stuff like that out. Like, just tell them, hey, I'm going to follow you around. I want to learn. That's the key, though. It just hit me.
You don't even have to sugarcoat it.
You want to learn. Employers see that. They see people who are eager to learn all that they can and to use that and apply it and do the best that they can. They see that.
And they want to help us. They want to help us get to a better position.
They do.
They want to see us grow, and they're happy to see people with passion and ambition.
And I think a lot of times when they put stuff like that on their job postings, prefers 3 to 5 years of professional experience, I think maybe that's their way of weeding out those people who just don't want to try.
Exactly. And I think that they will see, even if you don't have the right amount of experience by chance, show them that you're still able to learn and you're still willing to work hard. Show up, say, hey, I might not have the right amount of experience, but I'm a quick learner. I'm ready to learn. I'm excited about this job. Here's what I can do despite lacking some of the experience that you might want.
Mm-hmm. And people get so caught up in, doing all these things that have these labels that they do all of these, internships or whatever, but they really didn't learn anything. There's a lot of people who have gotten these really big internships and they didn't do anything, if they even showed up.
Right.
So that's going to show when you go into work.
It sure will.
Your boss is like, hey, didn't you do an internship here? And you're like, yeah. They're going to call those people up and be like, oh, yeah, well, we couldn't stand that person. They didn't work at all. They just put that on their resume, right?
Oh, yeah.
Put what you can do. Don't exaggerate.
I think there is a fine line. You have to be realistic, and you have to, be real with yourself. But, hey, don't underestimate yourself either.
Mm-mm.
Definitely don't underestimate yourself. Don't look at a job and say...
Estimate, I'm sorry.
my speech today. Forgive me,
Work
people.
on your speech before you go in there.
Maybe I need to go to the therapist today. Anyways, all we're saying is don't just push a job possibility aside and think that you're not worth it. But you are worth it. We're all worth it. And I am about to graduate. Kelsey's about to graduate. There are a lot of anxieties that are hitting me, even though, I feel like I'm ready to graduate. The anxieties are there, though. But thanks to Katy Perry, I know that I can get through this. Because like she says, now I'm floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I've earned my stripes.
I second that, Erin, completely. And if I may, our motto should be what we want it to be. And in the words of Miley Cyrus, we run things. Things don't run we.
Don't take nothing from nobody.
Because we can't stop.
And we won't stop.
Yeah.
But really, on a serious note, guys, just believe in yourself.
And mix that with humility.
Working hard goes a long way. Don't underestimate that.
Things will fall into place after that, I think.
They sure will. Eye of the tiger.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
In a world full of news for you to devour, all Erin and I have to say is...
Good day, UNA.
And happy hunting.